SurgiCount machine. As of now, I don't know if you guys are aware, so you're gonna stick with your sponges that you have been using. Once you guys run out of them, you're gonna start ordering RFID sponges. That's when this is gonna come in handy. You can just scan them like this in front of it. You can also take this out and use it as kind of like a metal detector system to find the sponge in the room. But that's for RFID, just like a little to come. But as of now, just kind of ignore this. It's a lot similar to the old ways, just quicker. Your system's gonna look a little bit different. Also, you have these as well, and it's attached to the stand now, so a lot of times they'll just replace the normal sponge count that you see if you guys have in there. Just put this wherever it is. So your screen is gonna start looking like this. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi. If you ever need to do that, you're gonna hit Stryker settings right here. And then Wi-Fi networks, if you have like an iPhone or really any Android, anything like that, same idea. So you'll come here. Everything is attached to like an internal battery. So what we suggest is just at the end of the day, plug the machine in so you're charging that internal battery. That way, when the tablet's connected to this and your reader's in here, they're still charging. So as you can see right now, this is still charging even though it's not plugged in. If you ever take the tablet off, it lasts about 10 to 12 hours from a full charge. So you can always take this out of the stand. This is where you scan those sponges. So if you ever want to do it that way, you can. Most people, I would say, leave it here, bring the sponges there. So you'd start off circulator ID, you just scan it right down here. For testing purposes, put that. Patient ID, you can either scan it from their wrist or their paper. You're gonna put it right here. Select whatever service you're going to be doing, and then you'll start that case. When you start, it's gonna look like this. It'll already be on your count in screen. You'll take your sponges, and then you're gonna present them that same spot where you scanned in all the IDs. This little barcode right here you guys are normally have been using. Scan it in the pack as a whole, right like that. It'll tell you how many you have. Then you can go on with your case. When it's time to scan them out, make sure you hit that count out button. If you forget to count it out and you try to do like that, you'll get that notification already counted in. Then you'll know, oh, okay, I need to go to count out. Once you're here, per ARN guidelines, of course, you want to send it all the way out, make sure you don't have multiple sponges in there. Once it's counted out, you'll put it in this bag right here so you guys can do that visual count at the end, because I know you're still doing your manual count. Then, same as normal, just scan them out as you go, just like so. Then, if you guys ever have, there's a couple options right here. So if you ever have a sponge that's not scanning and you need to scan it out, like the tag isn't reading for some reason, you'll come over here to this little settings bar, 3 little lines, click that, then you're going to go to override unreadable tag. You'll get a little notification just so you kind of know what you're doing. Say yes, just for safety reasons. Then you'll see the 2 sponges that haven't been scanned out yet. So you want to make sure you're scanning the correct one. That number will correspond with what's right here. It's like a little tiny at the bottom. But so you can see with this one, this is the MO one, so you'll click that one. This is when you want to count out, yes. You'll type in the reason. Just put unreadable. This is more for the back end system, anything like that, if any questions come up later on. Then you'll hit that. Now you know you only have 1 left because this one's been counted out even though it was unreadable. So you'll put that one right there. Then you still have 1 remaining. Once you get that final one, if you need to ever wound pack and you're gonna leave a sponge in a patient, come over here again, wound pack sponges. It's gonna notify you, okay, there's 1 sponge not noted out. Yes, we're gonna end that case anyways. Then you're gonna give the reason why. You hit wound packed, and you just like that. So it's going to let you close it out without one still left, how it's gonna pop back up is when you scan in that patient ID the next time you go to start a case, this will already be, it'll kind of go back to this screen and this will pop up. So it'll already recognize that there's one sponge still in that patient and it knows it's this number. So then if you go to scan it out, like this, take it out of the patient, it knows the number that's corresponded with it, counts out, case is done, automatically will come up here. If you ever need to add notes or to edit the info like that, you can just click here. Pretty simple, edit info, go back like that. Other than that, you'll hit next, scan that circulator ID again, whoever's the one closing out the case. End case, it'll save it, and then you're all good to go. Quick thing for this, you can still use this and it will still save it to the iPad if you're not connected to Wi-Fi. So if your Wi-Fi goes down, something happens with the tablet, just happens to disconnect, totally fine. You just want to make sure that, and if this happens, you'll see a little arrow right here knowing that you're not connected to Wi-Fi. That means it hasn't synced to the iCloud yet, so it's not on your back-end system. So just make sure you connect to the Wi-Fi. The second you connect to Wi-Fi, it will send to the iCloud, and that's that URT system, so you guys know like what the circulator was, all the sponges that are counted in and out, everything like that. So just a little tip if you ever see that arrow or it's not showing up on the back end. But other than that, this is to come. It'll be really simple. The app will look pretty much the same. You'll just be able to use this. If you want to scan them out here anymore, you can just scan them out like right in front of it.
I thought there was a weighing option on ours. The weight, the amount.
I
Did I read that wrong?
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you might be talking about Triton for blood loss. We have something like that that's coming out later. It'll be like added to this. If you ever are doing that and you want to like, it's mostly for like L&D, for like
For estimating blood loss. Okay.
and stuff like that.
I saw something about that. I thought it was going to be on this. Okay.
Yeah, but that's for future use, and that's when we'll combine Triton and SurgiCount. It'll all be like in one stand.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions for me?
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Of course.